Góðan daginn and welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnhildur, I'm an Iceland, live in Iceland, and this is my thing on YouTube. Where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting and crocheting, anything fiber related, because the things that people do with fiber. I also talk quite a bit about the weather and about volcanoes, because that's the thing. Speaking of, the most current eruption in Sundhnúkagígurlið. Try saying that 3 times fast. The most current one, that is in close to the town of Grindavík, which is still officially evacuated. Officially, it's nearing its end. It's like fading. And and of course, as soon as the little annoyance, because that's what that thing is right now, as soon as that little annoyance is fizzling out, it starts building up again. So business as usual. The 7th eruption in 11 months and the 9th in 2 years. Other than that, things are pretty calm. Believe there was a ukulele, or the beginning of one, of a glacier river running, something like that, something connecting to blah blah. I am speaking out my bum right now because I have a faint recollection of hearing something about it in the news, but no one's been talking about it, so I'm pretty certain there was something. Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna show you on my phone. So when I pulled the curtains this morning, as your morning, it was like 9:30. That's when we get some actual daylight, not sunlight, because the sun is down right now, sees beyond the mountains, so my town isn't going to get any sunrise, like direct sunlight, until hopefully somewhere around mid-June. Whoa! Pessimism was mid-January. So, but this morning, I think I can show you. We got some mother of pearl clouds. I have to say this camera or this phone is a lot better than my old one, but it's still not perfect. Whoa, that is. Woo! Screen on screen. But yeah, it was really pretty, and then it followed up with absolutely gorgeous red clouds. Like, we got just colors this morning. So, of course, me being a dutiful daughter, I immediately went and told my mother to get into the window, watch the clouds. Because that's what you do. What else? Well, our internet should be fine now. Turns out it was the router that was being an electrical thingamajig, because that's what happens. Like, I'm still, like, it's not that long ago that we got a new one. Like, it was this year, so I'm like, but yeah, it just started malfunctioning in very interesting times. But we got a new one, so hopefully this video should be up right after I get this edited and filmed, all this done, instead of at 6 on Monday morning, like I did. I mean, it worked, but it was still like, and that's on how just dependent we have become, at least I've become, with the internet, because there's a lot of things that I do on the internet. It's like communication with people, entertainment, information, a lot of things. It's very interesting when you stop and think about it. What I have not done, however, is a lot of crocheting or knitting. The lovely shawl that I showed you last weekend, I've only done a little bit, so that's just squeaking along. Last night was actually our julaflauborð, our like Christmas dinner thing, and we got such lovely food. There was a soup for a starter, goose soup that the owner of the coffee shop, her son, caught that goose, and it was so tasty and so lovely, gorgeous. And they had like garlic bread that they made at the, they made it, and it was so tasty. I'm like, I absolutely ate so much. I was so full, I was whistling. But it was so lovely. And then we changed like packaging, or gifts. Packaging, pakker. So, and I of course forgot to bring the plate that I got, but the one that I drew is this like glass, I want to say dish, maybe around, maybe this long. It has two loa golden flowers drawn in black, and it's so gorgeous. It was so pretty, and I'm like, I ended up hugging it because it just perfect. And the person who got my gift, she was so happy. I was so pleased. I picked out like a funny little face mask that I think it was like a snowman, so you look like a snowman when you're wearing it. A hand lotion, and these like little patches, vitamin C patches that you put under your eye, because I was thinking, it's December. What's the one thing that you really need to do in December? It's a little bit of self-care. So a face mask, a nice hand lotion that smells of like mandarin, I believe, and something for your under eye area. Just a little bit of self-care. And the person who got it, was very pleased, and I'm like, eek. And the gifts, like, I swear every single gift was so nice and so thoughtful and just so well picked out. It's just fantastic. Everyone was so happy. It was such a win. Speaking of gifts, so I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers as well, so of which I am the second youngest out of 7. Our parents were busy. But our oldest sister decided to, instead of like gifting us 3 like one big Christmas gift, she made us our little like calendars. So that woman sat down for 3 bags with these cute little envelopes, 24 gifts instead of one big one. And I want to share with you what I got. Because myself and the younger sister, we are both interested. We are doing like knitting and crocheting and other things. We are, a little bit crafty. Unfortunately, my second oldest sister, she isn't interested in that. So me and the youngest, we get like the same theme, like basically the same things, while our older sister gets something different. So we're always like, what did you get? Show us, because we do have, I have an app on my phone called Viber that I only use to speak with my sisters. Like, no one else, just my sisters. Anyway, on the first day of the Advent, my sister gave to me, I think I showed you last time actually, these adorable little buttons. They're adorable. Going back in here. I have no idea how... Well, I'm gonna find out. Second day. I actually needed to ask her what in the world this was. So it's an extension that you put on your finger. It's to help you, like, when you're working with, like, multiple threads. So you... Yeah, I think it's like 3 threads. And you put this on your finger. And you feed the threads through these parts. And then close. And... so the threads don't get messed up. They're not tangling with each other. I'm like, that is ridiculously clever. Also, never seen it before, so I'm like, very pleased. The third day. Oh. And this is so stinking adorable. Like, are you seeing this? It's these 3 pairs of cat paws that I'm pretty certain that you put on the end of your nails to, it's little stoppers shaped like cat paws. And I don't know which one of us was happy with it, myself or younger sister. I'm like, goodness gracious, because we do both like knit, and even though I personally do not have a cat, that is something that I really want to. I love cats, so the fact that we got like these cute little cat paw like yarn stoppers is just 4th pack. I got a deep blue, like this royal blue one. She got a lovely red one, and it's for perfume. It's a portable perfume holder, which is nice because I actually do like to wear perfumes. I can't really do that at work because I work at a grocery store, so I'm majority of my day I am out among the public, and you need to be careful about strong scents when you're working around people a lot. Like, that goes for grocery clerks, nurses, teachers, anyone who is around other people a lot. Kind of need to be careful about strong scents because it can be really, really irritating. But I'm really happy to have that because I'm like, I love perfumes. Day 5. And that one was these. And look how adorable that is. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, and also because at the end of it all, this big bag, that's the 24th, I think. Or 23rd, can't remember. But this is going to be such a gorgeous project bag. Like, these little holes on either side. And then the 6th. Cable needles. I don't do a lot of cable knitting, but cable needles, always useful. Always useful. Because quite a few of the patterns that I'm eyeballing, they do have cables, so definitely useful. One of these days I am going to be brave and actually do one of those patterns. So yesterday, don't focus on. Yeah, there we go. So it's not knitting related, but I walk a lot, and with this like little clip, I can put it on my handbag. So It's probably something I should do instead of just showing this back in. But I'm gonna show this back into the envelope because I like to stay organized a little bit. And then this morning, close the door. Right? Right? Love beyond measure. It's a measuring tape. And I have to say, as much as I love the getting the measuring tape from the Hobby Advent calendar last Sunday, I kinda like this one way more. Not just because it's from my sister, but that's like the main reason. So yeah, I brought you up to speed with my Advent calendar from my sister. Now I've had a look at the patterns from the Advent calendar last Sunday. The crochet one is a beanie, and the knitting one is a shawl. And they're not... I'm not really sure just how Christmas related those are. The beanie is grey and the shawl is like a white and kind of like camel curry kind of color. So I'm not really feeling the Christmas from that, but they are versatile, so I'm just wondering about my interest level with them. Like, I mean, I am a sucker for shawls, so that would be, I feel like that's kind of up my alley and definitely something that I am interested in doing. I'm feeling meh about the beanie. I'm interested in making it. Anyway, I'm gonna call this enough now because I actually have the second ones sitting right next to me, and I'm like, kind of want to get to them, like right now. So I'm gonna call it, I'm gonna call it here, and then film the opening of the hobby box Advent calendar. There's something hard in here. Anyway, and I will hopefully see you again next Sunday for another chat, for me to try and catch up and try to remember what in the world I was going to talk about, but we'll see. My memory is not perfect and I don't expect it to be. And again, hopefully see you next Sunday, and we'll see where we'll be at then. Until then, take care. Bless.